Welcome to Training in the Trenches with Anysia Derora. This is the June 30th Woo Woo Wednesday, and on this Woo Woo Wednesday we had a running focus. So we have a week Woo Woo Wednesday, which is crawling, groundational movement focused, and then we have a running gait mechanics movement focus. This was that one. And you've seen us running in the parking lot. In this one, we actually ended up going up to a park. And I want to talk about that a little bit because, fear will hold us back if we let it. I have faced more fear in the last month, little over a month now, since we started powerlifting again, than I have in the past 3 years of lifting with Jeron. Overcoming the fear that the stories I was telling myself about how I looked and what would happen might be true. When you've told yourself for so long that you look stupid doing something, and you allow that thought to keep you from doing whatever that thing is, and then you decide to start telling yourself a different story, that nagging thought stays there for a little bit. You have to dilute it with action. Fear is diluted by action. And that's what we did. We have been talking for well over a month, probably 2, about going to a park and running there instead of running on the concrete at the storage unit. This day we actually did it. And we went up there and we were both afraid and we both talked about it and we both said, too bad, we're going to do it anyway. And we went out there and we did, and we knew we had prepared well. And I want to talk about that for a minute. Almost everything you see me doing here is stuff that we've learned from David Weck. On Instagram, he's goes with the David Weck and WeckMethod. If you want to learn to move well and coordinate upper and lower body, you want to follow him. He is a creative genius. This RMT club that I'm using is his invention. And this enabled us to prepare so that we could move better than we had before. I'm not doing everything perfect. Some of these things I just learned this day, but they made a difference. So we got to the field and, we were both afraid. Not gonna lie, it was terrifying, but we did it. And I left the regular speed for all of my running because I want you to see the progress. And here's what happened. We got there, and at first we tried to run with the ProPulsers, and just neither of us have it down well enough to do that yet. So we tossed them aside. You will notice, this is our first lap, you'll notice that I was running slow. You might even be able to tell how hard I'm landing, and I was running out of breath already right there. So I was probably 20 feet short. That took me 20.1 seconds. In this lap, I got a little closer, probably within 10 feet of where we were going to stop, and it took me 20.7 seconds. The next one, I ran all the way, and it took me 24.7 seconds, and that's probably about what I would have averaged if I had actually finished running to where the grass met the turf. Then, magic happened. David Weck talks about different things that you can do with your hands, in particular, a C fist. I practiced the C fist for the first time in this video, in this lap, and my time went from 24.7 seconds to 17.7. It is the only thing I changed, and I didn't do it fully correctly. Now look at the time on this one. This one I went 15.4 seconds and I crossed the line. I was moving faster, I was moving better, I was landing lighter, and I wasn't getting winded. I was blown away. 13.9 seconds was my best time, and that was round 6. Before I ever walked back down to the end, I was already recovered. I was breathing well. I was having fun. And Jeron and I were looking for other places and ways that we could practice with the C-Fist more because it made such an impact, and it was so much fun. You know, we wouldn't have had fun if we hadn't chose to fly in the face of fear and say we're doing it anyway. And we wouldn't have had fun if we hadn't been willing to learn from someone else. And so this is just a public shout out to David Weck. I never thought I would run, and I never thought I would enjoy it if I did. And I am running and having fun doing it, and knowing that I am going to continue to progress as I continue to work on the things that I'm learning. So thank you, Jeron, for pushing me and for facing your fear alongside of me. This was a breakthrough training session, and I'm so glad I did it. This has been Training in the Trenches with Anysia Derora. If you haven't already, I invite you to click subscribe now so you don't miss a single episode. For more of my content, visit strongeratrest.com, where you can sign up for my newsletter and receive exclusive posts not shared in other places. This episode is brought to you by Cenacle TV, Vitality Education on Demand. There, Jeron and I equip you to defy the status quo. Define vitality for yourself based on your own identity and values. Develop the capacity to live the truths you discover out loud and be deployed into your families, workplaces, and communities in the fullness of who you were created to be. Enjoy a free 1-week trial as well as half off your first month by using promo code STRONGERATREST.